Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 4, Episode 19. So, last time we kind of finished up that arc, I believe, with Bane being captured. We had our two boys managed to save Palpatine and everything, but I think they successfully got into the head of Anakin a little bit, which I theorized might have been part of Palpatine's entire plan. I'm not sure, but I guess maybe we'll learn about that eventually as to what they were trying to accomplish here, or maybe it really was just Dooku trying. Like, I'm still not 100% sure I know that Dooku knows that Palpatine is the hooded guy that speaks to him and stuff like that, you know? So it very well could have just been Dooku trying to take Palpatine for exactly what he said to free prisoners. So could be as simple as that. But yeah, Bane being captured makes me sad, but hopefully we'll see him break out again and we'll get more of Bane because he's a badass. And yeah, let's see what happens this time, guys. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. One must let go of the past to hold on to the future. Hmm. Oh, Ventress. Oh, wait, what? Ventress and Savage Opress stuff, maybe? Or just Ventress stuff, maybe? This way is cool. Mother Talzin. I love the way she talks. With like the creepy, deeper voice in the background. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Can Ventress give up the fight? Grievous. It's been a minute. Oh boy. Well, damn, they know shit. Oh shit. Well, damn. I wonder if this is like if this is the time that it happens. So I know from watching Jedi Survivor when they go to Dathomir, I know that all like the Night Sisters were wiped out except for the one that's in that game is like the sole survivor, right? So I wonder if this is the moment or if this is just a debate. Okay, so she's going along with it, at least for now, right? Well, lay down in the goop. Well, damn. It's just like a sorority of girls doing that, like, levitate stuff. Oh, her eyes. Hmm. Did her did her eye color change, or did I just never really pay attention to her eyes? I'll have to go back and double check. Uh-oh. Yep. Damn. They're just guns blazing. She still has her lightsabers. Well, okay. I like their little, like, cradled position when they're stored. Like, it doesn't look comfy, but it almost kind of does. I mean, I know their joys. Comfiness probably doesn't matter, they don't feel anything. Hmm. Okay. Damn. Rest in peace, Karis. Maybe. Well, damn. Alright, Talzin, what you got? It's a giant bubble. Whoa! She's got lightning. Oh my god, it's like a lock on, too. God damn. How long can she do that for? Who's old Daka? Is it like a deity of some kind? Yeah, I fear they just don't have the numbers for the amount they're able to kill just seems hopeless, you know? I mean, Ventress can take out a good chunk, but I guess the bow ladies are taking out a good handful. That was cool. I love the dual wield fighting. Defoliator tank. Oh, is that what those things are called? Or does it have to do with a thing on the top? That one in the middle was different. Is that what the defoliator is? Or are those tanks just called defoliator tanks? Oh. What is this? She's like the one we needed the most, I feel like, as much as Ventress, you know? Oh. So Daka is just a person. Freaking zombies! Okay. Just no questions asked. We need undead army. Okay, I start. God damn the voice. Creepy. Alright. Guess, she really is getting us that backup, it seems. There were zombies in, Jedi Survivor as well on Dathomir. Oh man. So those are like burials? Is that how they bury their dead? Is that why they're coming out of them? Oh! Oh, they're actually very creepy! That's horrifying. Well, damn. They're quick too. Oh my god, that's badass. It grabs two blasters and goes ham. Okay, so that gun is the defoliator, so the other tanks probably aren't. Jeez. Oh my god, it's just a missile. That's a crazy effect. The missile just like blows up, but then like expands like an immolation circle around it. Be freaking scary, man. Like, hey, that was my mom. Just ripped its head off and just kept going. Alright, we have a tank now. Fuck your defoliator. Okay. just an orb. Just freaking creepy orb. Alright, how are we gonna deal... Oh. Is this like some of Dooku's hair or something? Gonna do some voodoo shit? Oh my god. Okay, that is not a single lock. Well, maybe it is. Is a lock like a culmination of hair? Because she didn't say a single strand, right? A single strand of hair would be one. I was looking at it and I was like, that's not a single strand, but she did say a single lock. And some voodoo doll shit going on. Oh boy. Oh shit! Damn! That's so dirty. What is he gonna do to stop that? Like, we know he doesn't die here, so he must think of something. I'm starting to have a bit more faith in the witches surviving this. Hmm. Well, alright. We have ourselves a bit of a duel. Gotta hate the pustules building up on his forehead. Oh no, just dropped it straight in. Shit! I don't know why I just want to pop them. Look at all those lightsabers, man. Her 2 with his 4. It's crazy. Like the rainbow of collision. Oh. Oh, of course. Frickin' Grievous. Oh, shit. Damn. They're just all getting wiped out. Okay, I lost my faith. Freaking Grievous. Having a goddamn duel and, of course, pusses out of it. Damn. He's actually desperate, man. That's crazy. Talzin putting up a fight. Alright. Oh, shit! Just communicating through his body. Jeez. I hate that she just, like, dips back into his body. Doesn't look very comfortable either. Just walking forward, too. Damn. What does that do? Like, lobotomize poor Dooku over here. Hmm. Well. Jeez. Well, there goes the zombies. They all just stop, huh? Damn. Interesting. And then that just leaves. Wow. And then they just get wiped out. Damn, man. Alright, did that free him from it? Okay. I think it did. I don't know why I'm not rooting for him. It was just really I'm not rooting for either side. They both seem evil. I'm just intrigued at all how this magic works. Oh, Talzin. Hmm. Interesting. So what does Ventress go into, I wonder? I mean, we'll probably see, I suppose. Shit. Wow, okay. That is it, guys, for episode 19. That was a really cool episode. Something completely different. It's, man, other than, like, kind of following R2 and 3PO, we haven't had too many episodes that's just completely isolated away from Obi-Wan and Anakin, where we don't see any of them, you know? So that was really cool seeing that. And obviously, as I said during the reaction, I had played the games, or not played, I watched a playthrough of Jedi Survivor, so I knew when they got to Dathomir and we learned of or at least when the girl there, I can't remember her name in the game, but talked about how all of her sisters were wiped out. I had always wondered, like, when that happened, especially when I started watching Clone Wars and we got to the episodes where we saw the Night Sisters and everything. So I was like, okay, so they're still alive at this point, you know, so I wonder when they do get wiped out, and I'm guessing this is it right here, right? Seems like the only one that lives is Ventress, and I don't know what she goes off and does from here on out. Maybe I'm sure we'll find out as the show goes on, but I wonder if we'll see her end too, because something I was thinking about this episode, I was like, okay, well, in the movies that take place after the Clone Wars, we never see Ventress as like part of the Sith that we have to fight. So it's like what ends up happening to her. I had always assumed in earlier episodes that we'll see her die at some point in this series. And then this episode where she started just becoming a Night Sister, I was like, oh, okay, maybe she just becomes a Night Sister and just gives up the fight, so maybe she lives. And then they started like killing everyone, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she just dies here. And then she lived. It was like a roller coaster of emotions. So I'm like, oh, okay, like that, like now she lived. Okay, so I'm back to my original question of I wonder what happens to Ventress in the long run. So I'm excited to see. But it was cool seeing the zombies as well because those are in the game as enemies you fight. Now, I don't necessarily know how it makes sense unless it's the girl's power. I don't know if she's the one that created the zombies, but because here we had old Daka like channeling it, right? When old Daka died, all the zombies died. Which means if it functions the same way, then that means there's someone channeling it in the game that's causing you to fight all those. And if she's the only one that lives there, that like the only witch that or Night Sister that remains, then it must have either been her or, you know, maybe you just give it some credit where it's like it's just video game stuff where they wanted some kind of enemy for you to fight there, so they just made these witches, you know? Unless maybe they explain it in the game and it's just been long enough from me watching it that I don't remember. Like maybe we actually do see her use a spell to create the sister, the like the zombies. Maybe I do remember that actually. So, but the funny thing is because of the game though, those they respawn, and even when she like joins your side, you still have to fight through some of them. So it's like you would think logically she would stop the spell, so that way you wouldn't have to fight through them anymore if she was on our side. But it is a game. There are going to be some loopholes and exceptions just for like gameplay quality and stuff like that too. So, but but yeah, man, just seeing them wiped out, it's kind of sad because, like, sure, they feel evil because there's, like, that stereotype of, like, oh, witches, they're evil, you know? And they have that, like, witch vibe. And I suppose they did help, like, fuel a soldier for the Sith, and one of them became a Sith as well. So, like, with Ventress and everything. So there is like this connotation where they're siding with the Sith and everything. So it's one of those things where like even though I haven't seen them do too much evil stuff other than Ventress as a, she's part of that race of people, but not necessarily like she just got indoctrinated as a Night Sister here in this episode, so technically she wasn't one of their people, so I probably shouldn't use her actions to judge the rest of them, right? So, but yeah, I don't know. It was just something that was really interesting in that uh I view them as evil, but I don't really have a concrete reason why other than their connection to the Sith, who I view as evil, So, very fascinating group of people. So I do kind of feel bad that they all just got wiped out. And in a way, as much as Ventress has been an antagonist in the show, I kind of feel bad for her seeing her lose all her people and everything. Granted, I'm sure I'll go right back to hating her as soon as we see her do something against Anakin and Obi-Wan, But it's really cool. It's like it's good show writing when they can manipulate my feelings to feel this way, right? Just by like having a episode isolated away where it's like watching a bully get bullied and I feel bad for the bully, the original bully, if that makes sense. It's like two bad guys going up against each other and I feel bad for one of them because they're just getting stomped so hard. But yeah. Anyway, very interesting stuff. Frickin' Grievous though. Like I challenge you to a duel and if I beat you, whatever her terms were, you let us live or whatever. And then she pretty much wins, and then he just orders his droids to start shooting her and everything. So messed up. It's such a grieve. Did I say Dooku? Maybe messed up names there. I apologize if I did. I meant to say Grievous if I did. Because I know I almost just said Dooku again, but it's such a Grievous thing to do. But man, he's a survivor, I guess. He does what he needs to survive and fulfill his orders and everything. I mean, I think I've had this conversation about Grievous's like, I don't know if cowardice is the right word, but the way he's just so willing to throw away any of that like honor and pride just to survive. And I've talked about how like viewing it from a TV show, it makes me not like him as a character. But as a person, I would probably do the same thing. If it means just surviving, I'll fight in any, like I've always said, like I'm not against kicking people in the nuts if it's gonna help me win a fight and stuff like that, you know? Like I'm not above any of that stuff. So, it's funny because I do similar stuff that he'd do probably just to survive, but me watching it on a screen, I sit here and judge it. But anyways, guys, this was a good episode. I mean, I feel bad for the witches being wiped out, but it was a compelling story and fun to watch and everything like that. So, despite all the death. But anyways, thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.